So where the heck are we? Hey.
That money.
Congratulations, Sheriff.
Actually, by the time you get to that guy again, who sells the armor and everything,
If I ever do,
you probably will have enough.
I'll definitely have enough because I just made.
You gotta do the big boy swings. Are you not close enough?
Now notice it just swung like 3 times when I swung once. I think it's weird. No, it went through it. I don't think it. Yeah, I don't know who the heck that guy is. That's a bowler hat though. It's a nice hat. I think that's a bowler hat. Come on. Come on. Do the swing. Come on.
Yeah, you got $6.
$6 less than he got.
Anything you gonna play some tunes?
I just wanted to see if or they got those come on. They have the old what's his names that you could just play themselves. That'd be dope.
See if you can shoot the mask above the bar.
The mask? You mean the head?
Yeah.
That did nothing. Well, that was stupid.
You turn on something gonna happen.
I'm gonna turn around and send him to be there. He's gonna be like, "Oh, you stupid." What the? Okay, y'all saw the dot down here, and the bullet up there. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Congratulations, while you're using your sword, you can't turn. Good job, guys, good job. We did it. We did it! Dragon fruit jelly. So they really can just make jelly out of any freaking fruit.
Maybe we should try to make some dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit is actually mad good.
The wingers are tops or something.
Where the dude I used to work with, he used to because I used to work in produce. Dude used to cut them perfectly when he would have just days where he'd be like, I don't care. There's like 50 of them. They're all gonna go bad. So let's have a thing, and we can show these white people how how to eat something other than just like tangerines and stupid crap like that. So he would cut up.
Go back a little bit. Look at the wall.
It wasn't.
Oh, the other wall? I just wanted to look at that sign.
Bobby Tonic. Babby. Yeah, he's like, let's teach these white people how to eat some dragon fruit, like the proper way. So he cuts it up and then slices it along the skin, like along the red part, and then takes the part out, like the white part out, and then cuts it, and then serves it in the skin, like you're supposed to. And I was like, yo, I cannot do that. Like, I don't even want to try that.
Learn the ways.
I wasn't there long enough. I was only there for, I know, that sounds crazy. I was only there for a year. But,
that's how they get you.
Oof. No, yeah, I was only there for a year, and that's not long enough to, because he, you know, most of the time he's not working with me. It's one of those things where our schedules kind of just only sync up.
He said you're home. Like,
Right.
I need you to slice 45 oranges.
Which means you gotta buy the 45 oranges, so yeah. He would do something like that. Shouts to you, Chris. Not you, Jen. For real though, she's, I mean, I don't know. She's at a weird place in her life. I don't give a crap.
Like your weird place doesn't affect the place right now. People are like miserable.
Yeah, it was weird. I had, I don't know. I mean, she was. It's one of those things where like there are times where you can talk to everyone, and they're not always terrible, but there are also times where it's like I actively don't want to be around you. You are a huge bitch.
Maybe you need a key or something. You gonna go in there, or you gonna go up on top of that building?
Yeah, I actually forgot about that.
Hey, is that something floating to the left? Up, left, right there.
Evening, Sheriff.
Getting that money.
That's my new favorite AKA from Jesus and Mero. They started on their podcast. I told you about that. They do the AKAs. Ever since Red Dead Redemption came out, Jesus started doing the AKA that's like Morning Sheriff. Be a shame if 15 of these TVs just disappeared. They start playing that music.
Is that what, public domain or whatever?
It might be. It's probably from like a John Wayne. I know, right? It's probably from. I like the thing we chose better though for the opening.
Yeah.
I just so happened to find that. I was like, ooh. We need to talk to what's his name and see if we can get that, but we won't say exactly what it is though until we get it.
There's a couple of people we gotta talk to.
Yeah. I wonder what company.
I
I feel like the fighting game community won't accept that. They'll be like, no. Or they'll just. I mean, if we get famous, the fighting game community will be like, whatever. You guys don't even really play that game.
Hey, I played it once.
I played it. I have it. I own it.
Word.
They have some of my money.
It's still in the case, but you know.
That was actually a game that I found. No, I played it a couple times. It was one of the games I found in. I was in New York City at like 125th Street. Ooh, it's like, hey, come touch me. But yeah, that finding that game in a random shop in New York cemented my idea of like you can find anything.
Oh, is that you, son?
He's
alive! We figured you were done for.
They're out there.
Jan wants to talk to you, son. Glad you're not dead.
So,
Jan?
apparently you are alive.
Who's Jan?
We will not all have to die painfully.
Might be the master.
Exciting! Let us teach you the secret of the bear. Find a place to practice. But be careful. It is very powerful.
Yeah. I guess I should go train.
Get some new techniques.
Oh wait, that means they're gonna take up my money. Should I get one of these or?
I mean, you've been fine with what you've been using.
Yeah, but I could be better.
And you've been getting ammo for them too.
Have I been getting ammo for all these?
I don't know if you've been getting ammo for all of them, but there's 4 weapons you can choose from, and you've been getting ammo for the left and right weapon, as well as the lower weapon. And the lower weapon is what you're using now.
I haven't been paying attention.
That's what you have me for.
I guess that's just guns. They don't have the other thing, which is weird because aren't they normally together?
Well, I thought it wasn't a separate one, and it had like
I thought the
fire and the scrolls and stuff. I thought it wasn't 2 different things.
Yeah, I thought the guns were in that thing, and then usually the scrolls and stuff would be right next to them.
I don't know.
Maybe I don't know.
It's been a while.
Use the bear to knock down enemies.
It's like it was made for you.
Why'd she do it like that? Bruh.
So it's like a quake. Smash.
Let's get it. Bow. That's like Quake from here.
Yeah.
I can't believe Joe cheated so bad. I can't believe Joe cheated so freaking bad. He straight up just didn't tell me that, like, he conveniently remembered, oh, hey, that wall right there? Yeah, that entire area your hero clicks are standing in? Yeah, that's outside, so they can fly over that. I'm like, really?
In the beginning of the match, he was like, oh, you have to shoot the wall out, then you can go through it.
Really? He straight up was saying that. He was like, yeah, he's trying to show his friend. Oh, you gotta go do this, that, and third in order to get over there. You gotta punch through that wall. It's gonna take you 3 turns to get over there. I'm like,
you have to do it twice or not. That's literally all I said. You have to do it twice because that's a really thick wall.
And then even once he drops in the wall, he can't like free action. It's not a free action to break the wall, so you'd have to like you'd have to stop, and then the next turn he'd probably have to unless he wants to either push himself or whatever. I don't know, but like, because. But Joe is sitting there like lying to me. Not even lying. He just like conveniently remembered. But then now with hindsight, I'm thinking to myself like he knew before when my turn was on. He didn't say anything until after.
We were sure you were dead.
So I'm like, what
Your transmitter must be broken.
the fudge, Joe?
I'm gonna kill you for scaring me like that.
Freaking. That was BS. That was like that was like literally like, hey, so you lost that, which means that like you lost everything.
Yeah, that's literally how Heracles
that was
is
the
sometimes.
Yeah.
One move can completely.
That wasn't even
change.
one move though. That was one realization of how the rules are supposed to work. That's like, oh hey, oh wow, okay, yeah. So, because if it wasn't that way, I would have been okay, and it would have been. But he's the one to defer to when it comes to all information.
Yep. Like
if it was on the if the burden was on me, like if I had been playing HeroClix up until this point, I would have been like, okay, that's my bad. Joe is the paragon of knowledge with respect to he has more knowledge than all three of us.
He's literally a judge in events.
Literally, he is the person who judges the events. How is it that you didn't know and suddenly feel the need to say that just to make your guy win? Oh yeah, that's a wall and that character can fly over it because that's outside. Like, nah.
Learned your lesson? Learned your lesson?
Oh my, yeah, I learned my lesson never to listen to Joe.
Or look at the map beforehand and see if it's inside or outside.
And now it's one of those things where it's like at the same time as I remember feeling like bad because Joseph was we know too many Joes, so I started just naming them after JoJo characters. Joseph is Joseph because he came in wearing a scarf. But
he was fancy that day.
Yeah. He like makes fun of Joe sometimes. He talks shit and this and that, third. And I'm sitting there like, oh man, it's not that bad. Joe's a pretty cool guy. This, that, third, blah blah. And then when this happens, and then I'm like, okay, now I understand every single thing that Joseph's ever tried to say about Jonathan. Yes, he is Jonathan because he's the oldest Joe I know. And then the one who doesn't like JoJo is Jotaro Kujo.
Because it's hilarious.
Yes, it is hilarious. He's also the biggest person I know. I'm happy to know Joe because he's Jotaro because he's the biggest person I know now. It's not me anymore. Or Big Mike.
Now you just gotta dress up like what's the name? I think behind him.
The Thunder Brothers.
Nah, JoJo. You gotta dress up like Diamond.
Star Platinum.
Yeah, Star Platinum.
Diamond is the next guy.
That's like Star Platinum and
that's Joseph's son.
He plays video games.
He's bigger than me. He should be standing behind me. Yeah, I don't know if I like that.
I only think of like one person basically that I know that are like bigger than Joe. One dude is named Big Rob. Joe literally has to look up.
Yeah, dang.
He did Taekwondo. I don't know what belt he is. But that's just terrifying.
That dude
like,
comes in.
Imagine someone bigger than Joe.
That dude comes in. It's just like Elephander or something. And you're just like, bruh, we're just the snake things. Can you imagine the Elephander fighting like those stupid little snake zoids? That'd be so terrible. I don't even care what their. I don't even want to know what their names are because they're pathetic.
Sparkly.
Yeah, I saw that.
Now, is that a lever or something you're supposed to shoot? Might be a lever.
Yeah.
You gotta climb up that building.
I guess so. Use my snake skills. Those things are so useless, I don't even want to know their names.
Yeah.
I don't even care. They're not important. Because if they were important...
I kind of wish the, Hey, we're back!
Hey!
Holy. Well, if I ain't my favorite Boy Scout.
Why do you have multiple stories that you're always all in all of them? What the fuck?
Obviously, he bamps
Doesn't
around.
matter.
I know, right?
You're more interested in a way out here.
At least when what's his name does it, they do it in a way that's like the stranger guy that's selling you stuff in Resident Evil 4 is like following you. Kind of.
You think Tico Brohe can grow his out like that? His beard and mustache?
That'd be very weird. That is an incredibly.
You hearing me, kid?
I don't think
This town is a
see him with
proverbial
those
jackal
that is
nest.
true though.
When they
That
asked
guy
me to
kinda
come
does
out
look
here,
like
they didn't ask nice.
Just gotta tell him to start bulking up.
Word's gonna spread fast about you.
You cosplay as him on Fridays. You cosplay as a
Give
Mihawk
him a reason to
on
let you.
Saturday.
He'd make a really good
Lucci.
Mihawk. It really pisses me off that he
Gucci on
doesn't,
Sunday.
because he likes the characters too. That's the worst thing. He knows the characters and likes them and recognizes like we're not just having you cosplay as like Onigiri or something like that. Like, oh, you're a dumb character. No, you're like one of the strongest. Yeah, right. You're one of the strongest badasses in that freaking world. Why don't you want to be him?
Just like that?
Yeah, pretty much. No, sometimes he does when he laughs. He does that thing with the like it's my Arnaldo impression. I shouldn't do that though. He's not here to defend himself.
Like he could.
He could. So this is on my. I didn't realize this until one of the cutscenes. This is now on my back. Like the symbol for this, it's on my back. I didn't realize it before.
Part of you now.
I guess. So now I have to. So now it's like pay to make your enemies worse. I might have to do it for them. They were kicking my butt.
The dual sword
I
guys.
believe that's who that is. The ninjas.
What are the names of the other masks?
Katakari or Katakara. Both of those are Katakara. What's this one do? Oh. Window of time to do finishers on them. Triggering finishes. Oh, well, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But they do it further, I guess. Jackals aren't really a problem. Jackal elites are. Just break the
So yeah,
crap off.
ninjas might.
I might just do that.
I mean, you have the money for it, so like it won't hurt you to do it.
What else is money even for now anyway?
Yeah.
Alright.
So you find that dude's granddad, and he has like better armor and stuff.
What is... Well, we just spent money and... we
So
just
what are these for?
spent money and now there's this thing. I don't even know. Gives you a second chance when you fall on the battlefield. You are revived with 25% of your health.
I wonder, is it
Buying.
Well, I was gonna say you should see. I don't know
care.
if you can find out, but if they're consumable or not. Like, do you use it once and then it's gone? Or does it stay with you like the armor and it resets?
These just give you higher, like you when you come back. It's so this is
More
25%, 50, 75 probably.
Those would be really helpful in boss fights. Like
my
that one guy
goodness.
that took a
Oh
couple
my
tries.
goodness, that took a lot of tries. The combination of he was the first bad guy that was significant enough to beat
He
my
was
ass.
on like special attacks and stuff.
And also, I literally was fighting him with nothing. I had just regular swords.
You want to live?
Calling him back up.
I'll give you this one for free.
So what are we doing?
I'll give you this one for free, since I like you. Every badass for miles is coming for a piece of you. You want to live? I recommend you get in the pit.
Vermin control. Defeat the jackals. Alright, let's go do it. Let's go do it. Open the door, idiot. Seems this town isn't deserted. It's like, well, clearly, because you just found a friend of yours here.
Yep.
He's got a shop here. That means, like, this town
He
is not
has
deserted.
customers.
Word. Well, I mean...
Oh, those are the red ones. Oh, that's
Dead.
gonna be really convenient.
Dead.
Did he just like glide towards you?
Pretty much.
Yeah, the bear's gonna be super helpful. Yeah, the
I
bear-
just teleported to that other guy.
Yeah, bear is like the new best move now.
Of course not. Yeah. Jinx, no backsies, no pin
Times 3 finisher combo. Nice. I still don't have that key yet.
Wow. What is inside?
Oh yeah, see
Stupid
right there on
stuff.
the right side? I have ammo for the 2 side weapons.
See, I looked at that too, and I was trying to move over to those, and
Yeah, you don't have the weapons yet, though. So once you buy the weapon...
I thought I already got one, though.
No, you just upgraded your main weapon, I believe. Which is why it has the red glow.
It says not to go in there, so I guess I should go in there. There's a gas leak coming out, which is why we did not,
Imagine hopping over that and then like the big worm thing just grabs you from trimmers.
What are those things called again?
I have worms. I have no idea. I just
There's
know
like
there's
a word
10
for
movies.
them. Yeah, word,
It
right?
has 10 movies.
Every time you close your eyes, it's like another movie. It's almost like Sharknado.
Yeah, they make a new movie like every 3 or 4 years.
Or like Sharknado is like. And the funny thing is, like, do they bring in the original people?
That I don't know. I feel like the first couple movies might have been like the big ones, and they kept the same cast. And after that, they just would make more. I don't know if they kept the same cast for the later movies.
Then again, when it comes to terrible movies like that, do you?
True. Can't hop back over. Friends.
I thought I saw something down in there.
It's like, hey, I have 2 guns. I'm gonna get really close to the guy with the sword.
That was the word. There it is. That's why I saw it, because it's up against the thing.
Ah, those monies.
Nice.
So rifling through all that trash really helped out.
I know, right? All I need is 8,000 more, and I can get the next level up thing.
You know what I wonder?
I almost want to lose in a fight just to see if it's...
Remember that glowy lever that was on the roof? Maybe if you pull that, it'll open the door. I don't remember which roof it was on. Might be something.
I don't think were we able to get up on that roof before?
I don't know.
Oh, we
Do
almost are.
180. See if there was anything to climb up. Then again, the way that's set up, you might
it
be
looks
able
like
to,
you should be able to
from
go
further
across.
away.
check the buildings around.
Oh, there you go.
Glide away from your friends, you idiot.
Lose all your protection. Get this sword. Careful. Did he just like stab him for you?
I don't know.
Because he didn't have the finisher thing until after one of them did something.
Boom! You want to interrupt my finishers? I'll interrupt yours.
Jumping into sword attacks.
I know it's the stupidest thing, but
It's like in the movies when someone does like an overhead swing. Like they hold the overhead swing, they look down, and then they swing. It's like, you'll get stabbed in the chest.
word.
Why would you do that?
It's not smart. They're making, they're making 2 more of those Kenshin movies.
Yeah.
I need to see the other 2. I only saw the very first one, I think.
You gonna see it in theaters?
You can go to Japan.
They might show it in theaters here because I think they showed the Shin Godzilla here, I believe, when that came out.
Are you suggesting that? Are you suggesting that we make it our pet? I'm suggesting we become its. Right? I was like, yo. If Godzilla wants to pet me and just protect me from like all this stuff, I wouldn't be upset. What'd I just do?
You pulled the lever, but I didn't hear or see anything. But I mean, if you go over to
Somewhere-
that, what's the name, it might open.
Bro, somewhere Yzma just fell down a freaking hole. Wrong lever! My sister said she was watching that the other day with a couple of friends of hers. I think that's because I don't have the right key, because the key card thing I have is yellow. Yeah, possibly. Or like an upgrade to mine that can make it blue.
Well, that what's the name should have did something.
Maybe it changed something to that I haven't even gotten to yet. But yeah, my sister said she was watching She's High at her friend's house. Because you know they got kids, so they got to put something on for kids, but then at the same time it's like,
we need something.
So they get high and then they just start watching
Gotta watch Avatar. That's trippy.
They were watching Emperor's New Groove. I think it was the only time. I don't think my sister's ever seen that movie. Because I was a kid, but I was like, that was like a couple years before she had my nieces, the oldest ones. Let's see what's up here.
I'm actually curious how well that movie did, because it had a TV show that had
that movie did pretty well. Then again, every show had a TV show.
That is true.
Because after a certain point, it's in that video I watched. Remember,
hey,
yeah, I saw one. The whole thing about Treasure Planet and why it was one of the last videos that they ever did.
Treasure Planet was so good.
Such a good freaking movie.
So good.
But it was so good that it ruined. There's a whole thing. I'll have to find the video for you because the guy goes through like the history of all of like
the animated stuff.
Yeah, he goes through the history of like what made that movie special and different from others and this, that, and third, and like the effects and stuff that they use, like the CG for it, and also
maybe that's what happened when you
Oh, maybe. Yeah, he goes through all that kind of stuff and some history with Disney and like why they got rid of it or why they consider Treasure Planet a failure, despite the fact that so many people like it as like the story and the art and all that kind of stuff.
I was gonna say another one I liked was Titan AE.
Titan AE was good.
Yeah.
It sucks because the people who wanted to make that Treasure Planet, they had essentially.
Oh, you probably have to. I don't know. So I was because it was red when you clicked on it. So I was thinking maybe you had to use that one first. But it looks like you bought it because your money went down.
Yeah, I'm very confused. Oh well, we'll find out.
Yep.
That would be a good way to continue to dispose your income that you keep getting. You'd be like, oh, you gotta keep buying music. But yeah, the guys who made that movie, they had been trying to make that movie for a dumb long time. Treasure Planet. They had to go through a bunch of different stuff. They had to make like 2 or 3 other movies to be like, okay, now we're making our movie. I promise.
Oh, you know what's another good movie I just thought about? Road to El Dorado. I have to watch some movies.
Yeah, why not? Get Joe and the guys together, have a Disney night.
We gotta finish our anime stuff.
I gotta go back and watch the beginning of that stuff, because I don't remember any of it.
Gotta finish up that Blood Blockade Brigade.
Yeah.
Kekai Sensei.
Freaking.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
Mushroom eating burgers or something.
Yeah. They tried to get you with the feels on that episode.
Oh, dude.
They're taking those from Tite Kubo. Or, no, Oda.
I don't like bullies, so when I saw
Oda.
those people, like, punching it in the face, I was just like...
And then he was trying to, like, suppress his power and everything. He's like, it's okay. Don't worry about me. I can take it.
And it's like, no, you shouldn't have to, damn it. I wanted to jump into the freaking TV and just beat the crap. I didn't feel Joe felt the same way, though. I saw it. He was just like... Times I wish I could jump into the TV.
Yeah, that's that one episode where they try to be like, yo, this anime is deeper than just...
I mean, it was a random shenanigan that just happened to have feels.
Yeah, I was saying that, like, showing like we can pull
my
them
favorite character is such... I don't even know if he's my favorite character. He's just such a dick. Oh, that was so good. He just kept falling in from nowhere and just beating the crap out of dude and taking the food. That was so good. Oh, that was great. He's like, Zap, no! He just drops down from like out of nowhere in the alley and just beats the crap out of him.
He came out the sewer, though.
Came out the sewer, tripped him, and just took the food. Oh, man, that was great. That was great.
It was a good show. Got 3 seasons.
Oh, my goodness. That's like your friend is your friend delivers food, so you beat the crap out of him, steal it from him. It's like, yo, that's messed up. Oh yeah, Zap is cool too. I like how he has the igniting blood thing. That's dope.
Yeah, just wait till a little later on when you see like some other people show up. It's gonna be great. Because I believe the next few episodes are gonna.
Hey,
you haven't seen a hammer guy in a while.
Guillotine.
that's shit. That's the wrong guy I was trying to do that to. Come on.
I wonder, does the bear work on them?
See?
It's not too dangerous. I guess it dazes them a little bit. Whoa, that did a lot.
They're protecting each other's blind spots. Oh my god. Yeah, that's not great.
I had to kite them or something.
Separate them. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Did you get it with just one sliver health?
I mean, I jumped back and
extended.
Jumped back and it didn't do anything. So it's probably. It's just for me. Oh, it still hit me.
Fire. Oh. Ah. Almost there. Almost there. He's taunting you.
That was. Oh, I thought he was already. I thought he already swung it. Alright, that was on me.
It wasn't bad though. Now we know how the
thing. I mean, that's pretty much how it works. But we got to see if it keeps working, or if it's something you got to keep buying. So, where was I? I can't even remember where I was. Ugh.
Just follow the green arrow, I guess.
Follow Oliver Queen. That was weird because I did forward, but because I suddenly he was the closest guy to me, it auto tracked me to him, and then I just moved towards him, and I was like,
there were two guys with no hammer? I thought it was only one.
No, I killed one, and then
he killed him really fast. So you killed him in like 5 seconds, and then everything goes.
Can you point at what are you doing?
That was weird. Like pushed you back.
And it's like shooting in between swings. Like, come on, dude. That was weird. I got another swing action out of it, but I didn't. Oh, I'm in a corner. Ah!
That could have been bad. Get him!
Your friend. Come on, what are you doing? Not him! God damn it.
Yeah, auto tracking is. Ooh.
And being close to that, I guess, and also that. Where did he even do an attack? I didn't even see him do one! Oh, so. You really shouldn't let them stand next to the person.
Or at least give you the invulnerability thing.
Words, I get the frick away. It's like I start out with half, and then it's like, oh hey, but that guy though. You gotta like double. Oh, because they have this new thing now where they can just hit you in the front. That's what it was. That killed me before. Because remember, I wasn't standing near him. He didn't swing the sword, but I still got hit with something. And I was like, what the hell was that? Can you please?
Alright.
Do the
so it looks
swing.
like the cards are like by your picture.
Are they?
Yeah, because when you got killed the first time in this run, there was a card and it kind of like came out from under your picture.
All right. Well, I'll fight them more next time. All right, guys. All right. Peace.
Peace.